Back here on SportsLine, Predators and Blackhawks dropping the puck on their first-round series on Thursday night in Chicago. Pekka Rinne has been the guy on this Preds team that's been a part of all of these series. He's been a part of both first-round series against the Blackhawks. We got a chance to talk to him about that today, about what they have meant to this team, and if now the Blackhawks have become the Red Wings. For so long, the Red Wings were kind of the benchmark of how the Preds were judged, and could they get over the hump of beating the Red Wings, especially in the playoffs. They finally did it in 2012. As David Poyle joked yesterday, did it in a way that the Red Wings just left the conference, went to the Eastern Conference, got out of the division so they wouldn't have to suffer that fate again. But now it's the Blackhawks that are the big division rival in the Central. Obviously the dominant team in the NHL over the last 6 or 7 years. Can the Preds get over that hump? That sort of feels like it's the next step for this franchise. They have another opportunity. We caught up with Pekka Rinne about that and more today.
All those weapons that the Blackhawks have, you got to stop them. You and your teammates, of course. What goes through your mind when you think about how potent they are?
This excitement. I think anytime you have a chance to play against some of the top players, and as a team, they've been one of the top teams for years now. 3 cups in 7 years, and even the years between, they've always been one of the better teams. And so, this is my 3rd time facing Chicago in a first round, and so. I'm really excited. I think that's a great challenge for our team, and if we want to go all the way, you're going to face Chicago at some point.
They have had so much success in the playoffs. Is there something that they do that other teams just don't do come playoff time?
I don't know. That's a hard question. I think they seem to elevate their game when it matters, and their top players have always been very, very top players for them, and so I don't know if there's a one thing. I think as a team, they're a really good team, and we have respect towards them. But at the same time, I feel like we match up well against them. Even though this year, I think I saw the stats; they were 4-1 to them, but I really enjoy playing against that team. There's a lot of weapons on their team, but. Come playoff time, I think we have a lot of firepower too, and obviously our backbone always is our defense and the way we can play against anybody.
You're one of the few guys in this room that was around both in 2010 and 2015. Which of those series stands out the most to you?
I think the first one, to be honest with you. I just remember. In their building, I think it was Game 5 or something. It was 2-2 series. We were leading the series at the end of the Game 5. At the end of the game, we were leading the game, and ended up losing that one in OT, and then lost the 6th game at home. I think that was a huge disappointment. We pretty much thought that we had it, and then we blew it away. And I think that's a memory that's always been in the back of my head, and it's been a disappointing one. And but you use that to your advantage. You try to look back and learn from it and move forward. But I feel lucky that I've had a chance to play a couple of times against them in the playoffs, and this is my 3rd time, and really looking forward to it.
It seemed like for a long time the benchmark for the fans, at least, maybe you guys as well, was the Red Wings. Then you got over that hump in 2012. Is there a parallel to the Blackhawks here, where you get another crack and what it could mean if you could get by them?
I'm sure there is a lot of similarities. I think when you think about no matter what, if we play their building or our building, there's a ton of fans from both teams, and it draws a lot of fans, and so I think in that sense it creates a lot of emotions, and so it is a bit of a rivalry, and I think as a team and organization, if we want to move forward and get by that hump, you gotta beat them. So simple as that.
You said you like the matchup. What about the
Well, I think I'm not going to start saying that we are better in every aspect of the game, but we have a lot of respect to that team, and but they play a fast game. I feel like we have a fast team. They like to possess the puck a lot, hold on to the pucks. But then again, I feel like we have a lot of skill in this locker room, and we can match in that area. And obviously, there's a lot of things that comes down to goaltending, goalies and everything like that, special teams, and everything has to be clicking come playoff time.
Is there a more dangerous team in the league in the final 5 minutes than them?
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of dangerous teams when it comes to like late at the game, or when they pull the goalie or something like that. But yeah, you're right. They always have 5-6 guys to throw on the ice who are extremely dangerous. So I don't think that doesn't really change the how you process the game. Or well, of course you just try to prepare yourself the same way you do during the regular season. But obviously, everything magnifies, and you want to be, you want to have your best games in playoffs. And but of course, I realize that that goalie can be a difference maker, and no matter what, most of the time when a team wins the Stanley Cup, usually the goalie is one of the better players during that stretch run. And but obviously, we haven't played a game yet, and I'm really excited for this challenge.
As you get older,